Well, good morning. It is 9:48. It's later than it should be. And we are heading off to go and do some filming with the team behind the ultramarathon event. Now, this is pretty cool because today I get to meet somebody who I have never met before. I've chatted to a bit, but who is somebody that you will all know and will have seen a lot on your TV screens. And that is Foxy, Jason Fox from SAS Who Dares Wins. He is one of the people behind organising these ultramarathons. And so this is a really cool opportunity to get to go and meet it. And see, look, whatever they say, right, start just making silly internet videos like I've done and you get to meet these cool people. We've also got all the sponsors there. So we've got Real Meal, we've got Vivo Barefoot, there's a few others as well. And I think there's some other people who are running it too. I don't know. I feel like there's a team that's running together. I don't know. They seem to have raised a lot for charity though, who are going to be at the event as well. We have prepared some interview questions for Foxy. I don't know if we're going to get the chance to actually ask them, but I don't think it's the kind of interview he's probably used to. I think that's fair to say, probably. Yep. But as far as I know, basically we're going to turn up, go running, do some interviews, hopefully get some free stuff, right? Let no one ever tell you that being an influencer isn't about the free stuff, right? There should be some really good shit. Obviously, this is the first iteration of the Ultra4Charity model, I suppose. And so what they're doing is it's going to be the desert one. This is the first one we're doing this, and this is all for veterans and military charities. They are going to do some for kids charities in the future and some wider charities when they get going. That's the plan anyway. The next ones that they're planning to do, there's mountains, there's going to be ice, and I think there's going to be jungle. Now you can absolutely count me out of any jungle ultramarathon. I mean, I'm going to struggle enough on the desert one, right? You've seen how tough this has been to train for. My inspiration for this interview has come from Alison Hammond interviewing the guys about Blade Runner 2049, because I think that is honestly one of the most classic all-time interviews ever. I also don't think I'm ever going to get a job as an interviewer, so this might be my one and only chance to interview somebody famous, which I think is quite funny. So we're like a few minutes late. We've both got the shortest shorts on. We just drove up to Arundel Castle, and now look at this, this is amazing. And they're all like setting up all the bits there. We're like, oh wow, look, there's so many celebrities. But we drove up and there's nowhere to park, and we missed the parking spots. We had to like turn around on the grass in front of everyone and then go back again, which is awkward, to be honest. Right, so I'm here with Foxy, who you probably recognise off the TV. He's a pretty small lad, as you can see. So he's one of the founders of Ultra4Charity, and that's why we're doing all this incredible stuff at the moment. But Foxy, what I actually want to do is ask you a bunch of quick fire questions, if that's all right.
Fire away.
Yeah, okay, so obviously you are a dad now, and I want to know, what were you more prepared for, being a dad or your first operational tour?
First operational tour.
There we go.
Less stressful.
Obviously, your story is a really interesting one, and some of the stuff you've spoken about quite openly, talking about with some of your mental health stuff in the past, and then getting to where you are now with this sort of huge public profile, doing all this work for charity, big TV career, 10 years now doing the show, which is mad to think. Yeah. I mean, I just want to say, to be honest, my story is that I, nearly ended it all a few years ago, and now here we are, strange, standing next to you with this, but
talking on camera.
Exactly, and yeah, exactly, Channel 4 if you're watching. But how do you think that your experiences back then have led you to this part, and how has that been a positive or a negative?
Yeah, definitely. I think my experiences, not only with my military career, but more so coming out and struggling with my mental health, has definitely given me a fundamental base layer to build upon. I think I'm a bit more of an understanding person of who I am, not many other people, but who I am at least. And also, it's a journey that I'm pretty proud of. People ask me, what's your proudest moment, and they expect me to say, the Marines or the SBS or whatever. But to be honest, it's with overcoming poor mental health. So, yeah, I'm happy with the journey. It's graft, but I think it always is, regardless of who you are.
That's true, and to be honest, it's pretty inspirational to watch, because as somebody, as I said, who's had just an early part of that journey, I think it's one of those things that people don't. It's very hard to explain, isn't it? Yeah. And then you get somewhere and you get to do it. Okay, shag, marry, kill, Aunt Billy, Rudy.
I'm not answering that one.
Okay, so Ultra4Charity obviously is a new endeavour, raising loads of money for
That's
charity.
very good.
There's a few of these that get dropped in the way. But why is this so important for you personally, and what's the vision for it going forward?
So for me personally, I'm keen to be involved. You know, I feel, you know, honoured to be a co-founder, but for me it's about doing something hard more accessible, more meaningful, and also creating a community around that sort of group. You know, doing hard stuff. It doesn't really matter how big and mental it is. If it's hard for you, then it's worth doing. But doing that, you know, you share hardship with other people. It gives you something to talk about, something to be proud of, and then you make friends for a very long time. So, yeah, it's more the community thing, but also obviously raising money for charity.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. It gets you through a lot as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Good group of people around you. Okay, is this what you'd rather be known for in the long run? Being able to raise a lot of money for charity, or being an angry man who shouts at unwitting celebrities on TV?
I'm not an angry man.
No, you're the nice one, to be fair.
Yeah. So me personally, I think I'd like to think that my legacy will be something along the lines of being one of the many champions for talking about mental health, bringing that to the forefront of people's minds. If I can raise a bit of money in the process for charities, then that's a good thing. But me personally, it's more about creating a community that can talk about how they feel, and I think this is part of that.
No, yeah, amazing. Okay, so as a man of a certain age, I feel like I'm getting there. Which bit of you hurts the most now?
My head. Which bit hurts the most? All of it. Knees are fucking starting to dangle. Knees are starting to dangle.
As I said, man, honestly, after a long run, I get up in the morning, I can hear them.
Yeah. Knees are hurting and my back is sometimes in clip. But there we go. Yeah,
fair enough. Looking back on your military days, is there anything in particular that you miss the most?
Don't miss getting shot at. It's the trust you have in the people around you. It's difficult to explain it. Like some people say, I miss the lads and I miss the camaraderie. I think that's part of it, but I think it's deeper than that. I think it's the fact that you can trust the people around you more than you could ever imagine, and it's the fact that you love them. You might not like them, you might not get on with them, but you love them, and to be able to trust someone with your life that you don't particularly get on with is a pretty mental thing to think about, and I think it's that.
No, very much so. Okay, so what's next for Foxy then? Run for Manchester Mayor?
No, there's none of that politics. I ain't getting involved in that.
No.
I'm staying in my own lane.
Yeah.
I've got a 4.5-month-old.
Yeah. So what do you think? Obviously, a whole new thing that you're involved with here. Not the castle.
Yeah, that's my new house.
Yeah,
I've been really coining it and stinking of fivers. Right.
Yeah, exactly. Shares in Thrudark.
Well, hopefully. No, for me, a lot of this, hopefully this will become something that we can be proud of. I think we're almost proud of it now, before we've even started, but
yeah, absolutely.
More of that. But yeah, I just keep, mate, as long as I'm happy, that's all I'm interested in. That's my mission, is pretty simple. Help people be happy, there we go. I'll go wherever the journey takes me.
Do you know what, honestly, it's really nice to hear this, because there's a lot of the stuff that I actually find myself talking about, and I really appreciate it.
No, that's cool.
Okay, and I think we'll go last one. So what are you most looking forward to about Tunisia? What are you dreading the most about Tunisia? And of the 4 terrains that you're building up here, which one would you think is going to be the hardest?
I'm most looking forward to getting the event started. I'm not looking forward to the flight out. We'll leave it at that. I think Frenchie could have chosen a better route. Oh
yeah, you're going via Germany or something.
Mate, that's our event. That's our challenge. The one I'm really looking forward to getting off the deck is the jungle. I think realistically that's probably going to be the toughest. Some people will say the Arctic because of the admin involved, but I think jungle's a pretty brutal environment. So I hope we get one of those off the ground soon.
Do you know where you think it's going to be, or where you'd like it to be?
I'm not sure, but I mean, if we're trying to make it more accessible, the closest jungle to the UK is Africa. So I don't know.
And they're renowned for being pretty chill as well, aren't they?
Mate, chilled, clean jungle.
Yeah, loads of fresh water everywhere.
Ebola, now to worry about. But yeah, I mean, that's the closest one. So we'll see. We've got to do a lot of planning. We need to sit down and really go through it. But if we're going to make it accessible, it's probably going to be somewhere pretty gritty.
Mate, come do it in Thailand. That's where I live. And I don't have to fly back each time.
I mean, I'd love to, but
Yeah,
no one will come back.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true. I mean, I didn't.
No.
So that's it. Right, well, anyway, mate, thank you so much.
Cheers, mate. Thanks, Harry.
Honestly, it's an absolute pleasure as well to be asked to be a Veterans Ambassador for Ultra4Charity.
Yeah, thanks,
so,
mate.
Here with Foxy, and you will probably next see us in Tunisia.
Yeah, you will. It'll be a lot warmer than this, I hope.
Yeah, thanks. If you've never seen Thrudark clothing, firstly, you're missing out. As I said, they gave me some very Gucci kit last year to go and climb up a mountain. Now, I thought, how on earth can something this thin be this good? But I wore this, a sweatshirt and a base layer, and was up to 6,200 meters on a snow-covered mountain in Ecuador. And then I want to say the Orion trousers that I had.
The lightweight Orion, yeah.
Unreal. I was sweating, and it was 3 o'clock in the morning in the snow, and I honestly, it was incredible stuff. And I've just been eyeing up the running vest as well, and I think, sadly, I'm going to have to make another expensive purchase on it. But mate, well, great to see you as ever, and I know everyone here greatly appreciates you guys being here as well.
Thank you, and good luck to everybody who's participating and getting involved as well.
Oh, actually, final one. You're not coming, are you? You're not running it with us.
Yes, a good point. You did mention at the beginning. I just sort of let that slide. I'm not. My missus has better plans for me. It's one of the holidays, isn't it? The kids' holidays. So I'm being pulled away on a family holiday.
Okay, and so I guess which one, if you were to pick, which one you think will be the hardest of the 4?
I thought you said that or the family holiday. The family holiday with the kids for sure will be harder mentally.
Yeah, fair enough. Which terrain?
Well, see, I don't particularly like the heat, so I think that would be hardest for me. Personally, anything heat, because you just can't fucking escape it. Where if it's cold, typically I think I can just layer up.
Put more Thrudark on.
Put more Thrudark on. So yeah, I would for sure prefer the cold. But yeah, look, good luck to everybody who's getting involved and raising vital funds for all the charities as well that are involved. Cheers, man.
Cheers, man. Thanks.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks, mate.
So we got a brief from Frenchie, one of the co-founders of Ultra4Charity, alongside Foxy and Woody, who you'll see in a minute. Now, Frenchie is ex-military, Coldstream Guards and 3 para. Had a couple of injuries during his time in the military, but what you can see from this is that Frenchie bloody loves giving a brief, and we discovered this when we got to Tunisia. More on that in the next video, when you will see us all actually doing the run, which, I'm not going to lie, guys, it is the hardest thing I have ever done in my life. You've seen the training. You'll see some more training in a minute over the Jurassic Coast and really pushing ourselves through it. But nothing could prepare me for what this first run out of Ultra4Charity was going to be like. This was a great day, meeting the sponsors, doing some filming. But join me in the next videos for the last training runs before we hit the Sahara Desert.